main reason I have the confidence in myself, my system, my trading plan, all the things that I do on a daily basis to be able to continue keeping myself here is because I review and backtest every single week. I go over all the L's, the W's, the break evens every single week.
At the end of the day, I just always preach and strive to do the things that keep me in the position that got me to where I am. That's all I do. Just do that on a daily basis. Sky's the limit. But just because it had trades doesn't mean it would have been ideal. Just because it had a great short today doesn't mean I would have been looking for shorts.
Kind of made a last minute trip on the way here just because, you know, we had to handle some business.
We're doing a whole lot, but I think we're possibly looking at this red Hyundai, and we are officially in the new wheel. Beautiful. It's crazy what trading could do. Trading bought a fucking car for my girlfriend. I didn't even get a new car for me yet, but you know what? Live for other people. Got a red car, blue car. I'm gonna go rent that yellow Lamb truck. I'm gonna go get that orange Lambo.
You need white.
I'm gonna just have
Rainbow whips.
Bro, I'm gonna just have the whole area, the whole section is just gonna be a different colored car.
That's crazy. You gonna choose the Maybach over the Lamb?
I'm gonna have both.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today is Saturday. Today we're going to be getting ready for next week. The main reason I have the confidence in myself, my system, my trading plan, all the things that I do on a daily basis to be able to continue keeping myself here is because I review and backtest every single week. I go over all the L's, the W's, the break evens every single week, and I do it religiously. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you guys some access to the call. If you want to get access to the call, make sure you apply in the first link in the description. I got 2 spots available for one-on-one, so you can apply down there. But with that being said, if you want to get access, there you go. I'm gonna give you some free game. So with that being said, let's hop straight into the game, straight into the sauce. And I hope you learned something. But with that being said, we're going to go over this choppy ass week. Even though there wasn't too much opportunity, we're going to go over it. And I'm also not really going to backtest Monday because this was a holiday. This was Memorial Day. I'll still kind of do like my bare bones, like what happened, kind of. But for the most part, it really didn't do much. And I always tell you guys, holidays aren't the day to be trading. Just because you can get a move doesn't mean it makes sense for you to be putting a risk behind it. Doesn't mean it makes sense for you to do any of that, because at the end of the day, at our time to trade, which was at 10 o'clock in the morning, we did retest this previous day's high, but we didn't really go much higher. If you really wanted to catch a trade, this idea is based off the fact that you would be expecting price to hold that previous day's high, which is a form of a gap on a higher time frame. Whenever you guys think of previous day's highs or lows, when they get retested like a day or two later, if you go to the daily time frame, that daily high is going to be a gap. So this right here is like a daily imbalance. It's not a fair value gap because this Monday didn't close, but when it started pushing, closed, went into Monday, we retraced into this previous high, which acts as I was like saying it in the same word, acts as like a support resistance. But if you were to even say try to pull a fib, I don't even think we would have been able to get a fib. If I pull a fib from the previous low to the current high, this is such a trendy environment. It didn't even get close to 38.20%. So in terms of having actual confirmation to take this trade at the previous high, you had the previous high along with 42,000 big figure level. But if you even notice at 10 and 11 o'clock where it had this retracement, it didn't even tap that. All it really did was tap into this previous high. And in my opinion, I mean, if you wanted to buy from there, you could, but it's not too many confirmations. Now, if this was, say, hypothetically, the trade you were looking to take, if you would have been looking for the idea to get in at the previous high with about a 50-point stop loss, it could have been a decent trade. But like I said, just because you can doesn't mean you should. If you would have been going for a 1 to 2, you would have been able to get a 1 to 2. But also, this 1 to 2 just wasn't high probability. Just because you can catch a trade, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Just because I could have made money on a holiday doesn't mean I should. Just because I could have caught a trade on a holiday doesn't mean I should, right? You want to be able to have less is more. Me not trading Monday made it so that I can only lose so much going into the rest of the week. If I would have lost on Monday, I would have been sick because I lost on a day that wasn't even high probability. You could win on a day that's not high probability, but what are the chances? I'm not going to go too much on Monday. Just understand it's a holiday. And you could tell by the lack of volume. Why don't we like to trade holidays? Because if you think of a holiday, what are people doing? Not working. The banks aren't open. Where's the volume coming from? Just regular people like us risking our hard-earned money, which isn't a lot, which is why we didn't really move shit. All right? So, yeah, now we're going to move on to Tuesday where we actually had volume. We actually had time correlation with stuff happening at our time. Now, this is something that we would want to be able to take advantage of and learn from. So the same shit, previous is high, previous is low. So in this case, we ran both the previous high and previous low. That tends to happen after very choppy days. But when we don't move too much, it's just way more likely. But the first thing I noticed, which is the ideal trade of the day, is right down here. At what time? 9 in the morning. Would you take a look? But I also noticed at 9 in the morning where we ran this previous low and ran the Asian session low. If you take a look to the right, we also have 42,000 big figure level. So as of right now, we already have way more confirmations for why price is having the reaction that it did. But let's just keep it a step further. Let's just keep it moving further. I mean, let's set a step further. We're going to pull a fib from this low, from Friday, this low, to the current high right now. And I'm going to see if this lines up with the 38.20%. I would have drawn it from the previous low because in this case, the previous low got ran. 38.20% didn't get hit. So there isn't a fib confirmation for this specific trade, but that doesn't mean that there isn't enough confirmations for you to be willing to take the trade, right? So you got the run of the Asian session low along with the previous low at 9 in the morning, and you also tapped into 42,000 big figure level. That's where it is. Okay, remember how I told you guys when you have an old previous high, maybe the second or third day after it happens, price can retrace into it? That is exactly what happened right here. This previous high acted as a daily gap. Now I'm going to make this a certain color because I'm going to go to the higher time frame so you can see it. I'm going to make it green, and I'm going to just make this like a thick color so we can go to it. But we're going to go to that daily time frame. We're going to zoom on in, all the way in, all the way in, all the way in. See how this daily gap right here just so happened to get rejected so perfectly off this higher time frame, right? Like you guys can see this. I hope you can see it with the green. I'll make it red. It sticks out a little bit more. But this gap on the daily time frame, what was that? A daily high, right? I told you guys it was a daily high. But the main thing I told you is you got to pay attention on the days after, because in this moment, this didn't matter on Wednesday. But Thursday, when we started retracing into it at 9 in the morning, and we also had these other confirmations. So keep in mind, this really big red one is the daily gap. So we had this daily gap get held. Look how perfectly it got held. See how it didn't even close below it? That's a confirmation that price is really trying to hold that. I don't want to have this too complicated. Let me go back to this. Now that you guys know what it is. But we had a daily gap, 42,000 big figure level. We ran the Asian session and previous is low at 9 in the morning. And what was the previous trend of the previous day or two? Bullish. So you would have been following the overall trend. So now let me kind of annotate exactly what happened. So at 9 in the morning, right, we traded into first, the highest probability confirmation was the daily for value gap. We also traded into 42,000 big figure level. Those 2-3 confirmations in itself is enough for me to be willing to take a trade. But let's take a step further. We ran the previous day's low / the Asian range low. And then the icing on the cake, we were already bullish from the last day or two. So you were following the trend. If you were overall bearish, this trade still could have played out, but you wouldn't have been following the overall trend. This is a perfect example of a high probability trade, a trade that has majority of the confirmations. I only ever really look for 3 to 4 confirmations. So if we have the time, we have a high probability gap, we have a big figure level, we have a run of a Asian session and the previous day's low, and we're following the overall trend. It just makes it so that the chance of this playing out is far more likely than unlikely. And that's really all it is. Now, if you would have wanted to get the safest possible entry, personally, you could have got in at this daily gap. The daily gap probably would have been the safest. But I think in this case, if you really would have got in as soon as it ran that low, that would have been a better bet. But if you would have got in this case, with a 100-point stop loss, looking for it to target this high, that could have been a 1 to 2. Getting in off that daily gap. Now, if you would have got in off those lows, still would have been good. Now, the main concern on a trade like this is going to be stop loss. 100 points was enough. 50 would have been cutting it close. And the main reason I likely wouldn't have used 50 in this situation, because it's so close to the Asian session and previous day's low. If this didn't get ran before I had, like, say, this gap, because the gap had to get traded into before this low. It's just how it happens. Like, for us to get here, we have to get past this gap. So by the time it came to this gap, ran these lows, it wouldn't have really had that much room below. Like, that 50 points wouldn't have made sense. But at least with 100, you can make sense of, okay, if I hold this daily gap and we run this previous day's low, I still should be able to hold this trade. And that's the main thing you got to keep in mind with stop loss. We don't want a stop loss to get hit, but it's like a seatbelt. We don't want to have our seatbelt come in handy, but it's there just in case, right? And it's just about being smart with it. But this is a decent trade. Had every confirmation we look for. Very simple. And you want to take it a step further? A little schematic that I always do. What happened? We had the ace in session range. From the ace in session range, we ran the high. From running the high, we ran the low. But from running the low is where we had the real initial move. But keep in mind, where did it all stem from? It all stemmed from this original drop here. And then what's going to happen afterwards? Price is likely going to leave a gap behind that if I didn't catch this original trade, I might be able to catch the retracement into it. I'm not sure if that happened. We're about to look into it. You know what's crazy? It did happen. Just the next day. Ain't that kind of fucking perfect? And it just, we'll go over it more though. But see this right here? We're about to go over the second part now. We went over the first part with this day, how you could have caught it. Now we're going to use the same confirmations, right? And we're going to go over exactly how the fuck price left the gap here, right? And price came right over into the same exact area. Like I said, had an even bigger move.
All right, team, we are done with the call and everything. I'm about to have it uploaded for the team and everything. So if you want to get access to this, make sure you join the team. You know, all these are uploaded with all the rest. So if you want to see where all the game be, the game, the hours upon 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 hours of game. Yeah, no days off. 107, over 107 hours. Crazy, but I have some things to do. We got to clean up the crib. I have one-on-one calls later on today with the students. So, you know, this is going to be a fun time, but you know what? We gonna make it happen. I don't think I got too many calls this weekend with the team because, you know, since I do them every week and I'm talking with so many students all the time, you know, it happens pretty fast. But I do have today a full schedule. I thought it was like 3. We have all of them. Fun time to be alive. But yeah, I gotta get some shit situated. Kel's gonna be coming over. He's gonna be staying because he's also gonna be getting a car. So we gotta have a whole lot of different things to do. But besides that, let's make it happen. Let's get the day started. All right, we're at the car dealership, picked up Kel. We got Kel in the back. Say what's up, brother.
What it do, gang?
Bro, about to get a new Mercedes. Hopefully, we about to make it happen, but I'll probably show you the car and everything. It was not too far of a drive, like 30 minutes. But yeah, he might get a car. He might not. Best case he does, and he could drive it back to the crib. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll probably get some content on my phone because it's humid as hell. But yeah, gotta look for this car. Oh, it has the ambient lights. All black. I like the dash. I like the dashes that are like that. I don't like the big dashes like in the middle. Oh, and you got the digital dash. I like the digital because you guys could change.
Yeah, we rented it out, and that's where we were kind of like. If I remember correctly, it was right here.
Shit, nothing much right now. I'm at a car dealer. You know Cal, like in the group chat and everything, Cal? You might not. You might have heard him, but I'm with him right now. He came to Tampa. He's looking to get a car at this Mercedes, but I'm just over here real quick. He might be looking to start doing the paperwork, so I was like, you know what? I drove him here. I don't know how long I'll be here. Let me just start to get these calls. I'm looking, I got 7 calls for the day. I'm like, yeah, I got the time. I'll say this week was definitely, timing was key. This week was definitely one of those weeks. Like, I'm not sure if you were there for the call this morning when we went over all the price action from last week. I definitely would recommend, okay, you were there already? Like, a lot of the stuff, it was an interesting week to say the least. It had its trades, but just because it had trades doesn't mean it would have been ideal. Just because it had a great short today doesn't mean I would have been looking for shorts. I might have been looking for longs, you get what I'm saying? It's just a lot of little things, but for the most part, every week is not gonna be the best week. Most people, a lot of students this week, for the most part, a lot of them had either a break-even week or a small L week. And that's just because the conditions aren't ideal. Just because it moves doesn't mean that we're gonna be in the moves, doesn't mean it's gonna be easy to move. Just because it's moving doesn't even mean it's moving at our times either. Because a lot of the times you were there, you saw it, we would get big ass moves, but that's happened at 2, 3 o'clock after Trump said some bullshit. At that point, I'm already damn near, I'm at a whole different mindset. I'm not even worried about the charts at that point. So it's just like one of those things where less is more. Monday was also a holiday. That's another key thing. This was a holiday week. Monday, we started off slow. You saw the volume, we really didn't have nothing. Then Tuesday, we had a little bit more volume, but Tuesday was like kind of the start of the week. So it was really a shorter week. It was a holiday week, and it was just, I don't know. Personally, it's just one of those weeks where it's not gonna be the best ones. Next week, we're more likely gonna get a lot more volume. We're more likely to have bigger reactions, more rejections from stuff, more setups, but it's just about being able to stay in the game. That's the main important thing, because losing weeks, small L weeks, break-even weeks, it's all part of the game. They're all gonna happen. It's just about making sure that we can be in the game to be able to take advantage of the next one in the first place. Stay in a car. Every time I see you, all ass in the car. Where you be going? Where you be going,
I'm
bro?
about to go to Pennsylvania with my family to look at a crib.
Bro, you be fully traveling. It's not even like you say, oh, I'm going to Walmart, I'm going to Starbucks. Bro, be fully leaving the fucking state every time. Fishing trip, Pennsylvania.
To be honest, bro, I've been chilling and like I'm not gonna lie, bro. The tree's been going pretty good, but this week I had a pretty shitty week.
Shit.
So like,
you're not the first. Trust. You are not the first.
Yeah, bro. And it's just like I'm really peeping. Like these trades are literally like I literally can hop on the charts at this point. I can see like fair value gaps and imbalances. I'm seeing everything now.
Okay.
You know, it's just like it's definitely just a matter of the entries. I'm pretty like the entries and the risk management. Like, cause like sometimes I get too greedy. Like I'll be going for like a 1 for 1 or a 1 for 2.
And then emotions kick in.
Yeah, exactly. And like I could have just gone like an easy 1 to 1 or something, and you know I'll be like going for a 1 for 2. If I make like $500, I'm at $480, and the price just retraces all the way back down, breaks me even. I'm like, fuck, bro.
Nah, that's the emotions part. I be telling you guys. I mean, once you get the system and strategy, yeah, that's good. I mean, you thought it was everything at one point, but you get to the point to where that's just one piece of the puzzle. You start to realize, okay, now that I know where to get in, am I going to be able to hold it? What's going to lead me to hold it? Am I going to get unconfident? Am I going to get doubtful? Is it going to stop me break even? Is it going to hit stop loss? Am I going to take another trade after? These are all the things now, like you said, that come down to more or less the risk management and emotional control. A system, necessary. But now it comes down to risk management and emotional control, because you can have the perfect system, but if you're getting out your trades too early, if you don't have the confidence to hold it, if you don't even get in the trade because you're not confident enough, just knowing what to look for isn't enough. And that's, I'm glad you can see it, because you're also one of the people that was trying to figure out the system strategy, the price action and stuff, because you needed it first to be able to get to this point to realize it. Because at first you're gonna think it's everything. You don't know if it's you don't know if it's your risk management, your emotional control, your system, because nothing's working yet. But once you start taking it step by step, getting one thing taken care of, okay, I can actually see that this is moving, but why am I still not making money? Why am I still not passing the account? Why am I not getting a payout? Because now it gets deeper than that. It's like just one piece of the puzzle, but the risk management is key. That's also, I just recommend, have rules to keep yourself from self-sabotaging yourself. A max amount of trades per day, a max amount of money you're allowed to risk per day, per week, a max amount of days you're allowed to trade for the week. Like stuff like that's just gonna keep you in the game and keep you from self-sabotaging yourself. And it's as easy as just having rules. Because guess what? Once you got the rules, now it comes down to just having the discipline to follow them. All right, so I got done 2 of the calls early. It's almost it's already now, that time is wrong. It's already almost 2 o'clock. I almost got cooked real quick in the head. But yeah, we're about to go look at some cars. We're looking at some Hyundais. So while we're at this dealership, I guess we got inspired since we're nearby. So we're gonna go look at it, see if she could test drive some of the Hyundais. But yeah, that's the vibes as of right now. So 2 of the calls are done. I got 4 more to do later. I'm hot as shit. I'm sweating. I'm about to get to driving because I'm closing this door. I'm hot as fuck. Whatever these are, they look cool looking.
Entry level base model. So if that's what you want, then I just got to
I can do what?
I mean, yeah, it's a brand new car. I don't think it shouldn't have miles if it's new. I'm telling you, but yeah, it looks like this one. A little bit similar. She likes the white and the dark, but this is the SEL. You know what I was looking at that people do that I kind of like? I like when they take the words. I like when they take the words off and they just have it like, it's just a clear back. When I see that, it's low-key nice.
That blue one. It was like 100,000 miles, yeah.
No, these are all new. These are all
really?
brand new. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they're all brand new.
They had a blue one on the tree.
You can see it on there. 'Cause they don't got it on this one, look. But it's on this one right here. So far, the one we like the most is this one. It got the black spoiler. It's nice. It already looks a little tinted. Kinda, not really. It's a keyless entry.
Is this the key?
That joint look like a spaceship. All right, so right now, I don't know how long this vlog is, but I just know that I'm at a Hyundai dealership. This is the 3rd dealership. Kel already got his car. We are over here. We're doing a whole lot, but I think we're possibly looking at this red Hyundai. not that bad, 20,000 miles. It's not brand new. We didn't like the new ones. For this one, it's good for the price. It has digital dash, it has keyless start, whole lot of shit. But I'm in my car, my phone's charging. I'm about to go back inside to figure out what we're about to do. But yeah, no days off. I did like 2, 3 101s that I didn't record just because I've been running out and about. I got some recorded like in terms of screen recordings, but yeah. What a day. I mean, at least you guys got a whole lot of game with the charts, because that's going to be majority of this damn vlog. Value from it, because at the end of the day, I just always preach and strive to do the things that keep me in the position that got me to where I am. That's all I do. Just do that on a daily basis. Sky's the limit. I'm happy to have you here, Birdie. Happy to have you.
For sure.
But now, if you got any questions about anything, Birdie, you got my number. Shit, just let me know.
I got you. I appreciate it, and good luck finding cars.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna try my best. Hopefully, we get some. Best case, I'm still in the M5 having fun, so we'll be alright. We'll be alright. New day, new opportunities. We're gonna make the best of it. But now, you be safe though. Enjoy your day.
Hold on, my hands are sweaty.
Oh man, I got that. I got it on video. All right, team. As of right now, it's looking like red car won. We're at a different dealership, but it's looking like this is gonna be the one that I end up getting to take home for her. It's a cool little SEL Hyundai Elantra 2023. Red is tinted already, 20,000 miles. It's not bad. It's a cool little daily car. Now we got a red car and a blue car. And then I have this M5 right now. So yeah, we have a whole lot of cars. Plus, Kel got a car. We bought 2 cars today. Wanted to trade for you. All right, we're officially done with the whole process. We got the Hyundai Elantra SEL 2023. And it come with a little tint on it. Come on, look. You can see me. I can use it as like a reflection. That's a good tint. Then we got Mr. Oh, yeah. Got the salesman over here. And we are officially in the new wheel. Good John. I got the BMW parked over. The fuck is he doing? Fucking Volkswagen. But yeah, red Hyundai Elantra. Nothing crazy. Just a good little daily car. I might just sell the Mercedes and get something better now. Who knows? Because this is definitely a decent daily car, especially because I don't got to drive. It's her car. But it's beautiful. It's crazy what Trading could do. Trading bought a fucking car for my girlfriend. I didn't even get a new car for me yet, but you know what? Live for other people. But yeah, last time I was in a Hyundai like this was in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is where it all started. All the trips you've seen me inside of the Hyundai was meant for this moment of me having the camera inside of a Hyundai, but it's ours now. But now we're about to smoke in the car for the first time. Oh, good morning, everybody. We are in the car. We are at Target. Yeah, I mean, look, the cafe fucking music is on. I think you guys remember from when I was showing you in the vlog earlier. Cafe music is probably playing. Look at this. Cafe music. I'm gonna put this on and pretend I'm at a cafe when I trade. They gonna be like, where you at? I'm like in the car. And now she has the car and everything. We just got some stuff for the house, stuff for the car. She has work at 3. Kel is still at the house right now. I think he wanted to try to get some content of some sort. I don't know. But he also wants to get up out of Tampa probably, he said by like 10. But I don't know. I honestly don't know if his wife is even up yet. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. But it's only 8:20 right now. We're about to head back to the crib. The vlog isn't over yet. This is gonna be a longer vlog. We got a car, Kel got a car. We got a whole bunch of 101s. Whole lot of shit that has to get done. And I gotta find some time in between to go to the gym too. We've been playing around with it. We found out the car has lane assist, so she doesn't have to touch the steering wheel, just keep us in a straight line. We were playing with the cruise control, the lane assist, whenever you get out of your lane, the car will jerk you over unless you have a turn signal. We were playing with that, but yeah, just getting used to the car and everything. Got some deep ass cup holders I know I showed you guys yesterday. But yeah, it's a cool little car, cool little daily. Can't complain, can't complain. Downtown we go. It was a nice crib, but you'll see. But yeah, we're here for round 2. We recorded this part, shit was gone. But yeah, to keep it all summarized, Kel's gonna explain what happened yesterday, Saturday. We bought 2 cars, her car, his car. He's gonna explain it. You can take over from here.
All right, so what am I explaining though?
Just what you said the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just repeat what you said the first time, to be honest.
So
the footage was lost in the sauce.
Yeah, man, so we kind of made a last minute trip on the way here just because, you know, we had to handle some business. My wife and I do Airbnb and we're looking to expand into the Turo game. So we made a little last minute trip to kind of start our fleet, and we got access to some funds and we were able to get some capital and get a new whip. So now that we got that, you know, it's only up from here. It's only the beginning. And then as we were getting the whip, I think they decided they wanted to go get a whip too. So
We didn't even decide. We was just like,
it's like spur of the
we
moment.
was smoking. I was like, we go out. I was like, we chilling. You was texting us. You was like, we go beer for a little bit. That's what I was like, yeah, we chilling right now. We was out there smoking. She was just looking at cars, just chilling out there. Next thing you know, she's like, oh, it's only 20 minutes away. And then like, and then you was like, we're gonna get the car. So, they'll probably be here for a little bit. We ain't that far. Next thing you know, we are all the way at Hyundai. 2-3 dealerships later, we got a red car. The red car was the last, we didn't even want a red car. The red was not even an option. We were looking for black, gray, silver, or white. And then they only had 3 reds.
Damn.
Hey, we got everything we wanted from in the car, like the inside, like the electronics and shit. Besides the color, it's cool, but I
can
was
wrap it.
saying it.
You
Yeah,
can
we
wrap
could.
it.
They said wrap it pink. I'm like, yeah, fuck out of here. The red car, blue car. I'm gonna go rent that yellow lamp truck. I'm gonna go get that orange Lambo.
You need why?
I'm gonna just have,
Rainbow whips.
bro. I'm gonna just have the whole area, the whole section is just gonna be a different colored car. That's gonna
Have
be
it
thorough.
like color coordinated.
But yeah, so we got the Hyundai 2023 Elantra. Nothing crazy, like the daily car, just to get A to B. She has a car to go to and from work, so I don't gotta take her no more.
And your boy got the 2021. Would have got newer. We'll probably get something newer later down the line, but just somewhere to start. Got a 2021 GLA, 250, formatted, little
Oh, yeah.
8-speed, nothing crazy. Little big body.
And it's gonna be making money too at that. This car is gonna work long term because now I don't gotta treat my car, and now I might get a Lambo and might not have to treat the Lambo because I have a car that got a 100,000 mile warranty, 125,000 I said dollar mile warranty. What? I'm gonna treat that joint.
And we're at
125.
And we're at 25. That's gonna be the A to B the car. That's gonna be the car I take to Miami and then rent a car in Miami. But that's gonna be the car that gets me to where I gotta go. You feel me? Until I gotta turn it to a Maybach.
That's crazy. You gonna
Sooner or later.
choose the Maybach over the Lamb?
I'm gonna have both.
When I came to the executive, this is why you can't have dogs. Is this you? I don't know. Whatever. Like I was saying, I came to the executive decision. The vlog is at 25 minutes, and I haven't made an intro yet, so it's probably gonna be a 26, 27-minute vlog. So I'm gonna save the little one-on-ones that I have today for tomorrow's video. I'm gonna save today's session for tomorrow's video so that you guys got more game tomorrow, so that you have a better, more entertaining vlog again tomorrow. This is already a whole lot of stuff. Just goes to show what you could do with trading. I bought a car for my girlfriend. Kel bought a car for his Toro business. Live for other people. Trust me, 1% a day adds up. If you want to work with me one-on-one, I got one spot available left, and you can apply down below in the first link. The second link is for free trading training. I love you guys. Let's keep on building ourselves into the most valuable individuals and continuing to build ourselves into the best version of ourselves. And the sky's the limit. And one day you could be in a high rise. One day you could be buying people you love cars.